We've fixed a lot of stuff on this blue Mercedes here, W123 of mine, and George has been there for most of it, and you may be able to hear him screaming his way over to us. Today, George and I are getting a little extra help. Tiffany's going to come outside in a little bit, and we're going to replace the rear window seal. Now, we already did the windshield seal. I didn't really get that on video, as well as the door seals, some other stuff on this car, to prevent water from getting into the cabin. But now we're getting some water into the trunk, and as it goes, rubber seals, as they age, dry out, harden up, and stop sealing. So the windshield seal stopped our cabin water intrusion, but the rear window seal, most of the water that would run off the rear window, if it were to come through, would land up on this rear deck here, which will drain down into the trunk. George, I'm getting a little excitable here. So, I have reason to believe that that is the source of the trunk water intrusion. So I'm going to cut this out of the seal, since we're throwing the old seal out anyways, because when I removed this aluminum on the front seal, it just mangled it together, and it has never fit quite the same ever since I did that. So we're going to cut this out and try our best to swap this thing out while we got a beautiful spring day here. So let's get started on this. Got myself a little utility knife thing here. I'm gonna slide each of these little cover trim pieces out, so they just slide to the side, and then I'm just gonna start cutting around here and peeling off whatever rubber I can. That should be intact, ready to be reinstalled when we put our new seal in. As you see, it's still retained its original shape. So let's pop the other ones off, and then we'll worry about getting the window out. We'll catch up with you after we've got these other trim pieces out. We've got all our trim taken off now, so I'm going to take the GoPro inside the car with me, unhook the heated rear window defrost option, and then see what I can do to cut out the seal from the inside so that we can take this, place it carefully onto a blanket, install the new seal. So inside we go. So now with some help, since I've cut the inside of this seal, we're going to try and push this gently outward and see if we can't pry this seal out. It's stuck. Possibly there was some sealer used on this at one point by a previous owner. So we just pry it and peel off old seal that's jamming us up, until finally we can take it out, be gentle with these defroster things, and set it right onto this blanket. And yeah, look at all this brown sealer. So they were having problems with this, so we're going to have to get in here and clean all this up. So grab the blanket and the glass, we'll take it and set it over in the yard out of the way. I don't know what they put on this for sealer. It acts like plumber's putty. It's not hard, and it's not really that sticky. It's like a clay paste. It's really nasty. And down here along the bottom, they only put it up to the top here on both sides. There was none across the top, just the bottom and the two sides, and it's peeled the paint off along the bottom. So I don't know what it is, but we're gonna vacuum this stuff up with a shop vac and make sure we got a nice clean surface for our new seal to sit on. Got our new seal, which has been sitting in the sun for a little while, so it's extra pliable. And we've got some paracord. We're going to do what's known as the rope trick to get this in. Oh, that is toasty warm. That'll be good. Success. Finally. Every time I do one of these, I remember why I don't like doing these. And then some time goes by and I think, oh, that wasn't so bad. Just kind of pop the old one out, pop the new one in. And you know, the rope trick, oh yeah, that was a piece of cake. And then I do one again and I remember what misery it was. So, with a lot of soapy water, a lot of muscle, and some help from George and Tiffany too. Mostly Tiffany. George just kind of screamed at us, told us what to do, but you know, that's what he normally does. So we got it in, now we'll put the trim back on and away it'll go. Hopefully with no more water in the trunk now.